Welcome back, whippersnappers. This is Gramps, and we are back with Shapez2. We started last episode at the very beginning, and now we are cruising towards milestone number 2. And looks like we're about to get our get that guy done. Excellent. So we've got a couple of shapes right now that we need to create. Right now, we're not really doing anything. Right now, we don't have any shapes that we are making that are contributing to anything, I don't think. No. Okay. So, and then also upgrades. Yeah, okay. So we've got nothing. We've got 2 research points. We want to get 6 research points so we can do this. Or possibly we need to get 4 so we can unlock one of our rotators. Okay. I am going to let's just do this. Boom. We're just gonna delete. Okay. So let's start off on let's start with our milestone task, which is up here. Let's look at this too. So we've got these 2 pinned. Let's pin that one. Okay. So we're going to start off with our milestone task because that's the most important. That's our last milestone task, which is going to get us into blueprints. So that's really our most important one. So this is just 2 squares, checkerboard is what I usually call that. So we're just gonna get to a square here. Let's start off over here. We've got no. Over here we've got flat squares. So this is just regular squares coming in. So what we want to do is cut those in 4 and then recombine them, right? Oh, but we don't have a rotator. So that's going to be a little tricky. I think we might have to upgrade to a rotator before we can do these. So that means we need 2 more research points. Alright, well, that means this guy is the one to do because that's going to give us 2 research points, and that's the easiest shape going. So we've got right here everything we need. Alright, so we're going to do, we're going to do 6 of those as we've been doing and feed into them. Okay. Then here we're going to do another 6 and feed into those. Now, I'm going to do this and bring it up. And just do that. So I'm going E and drag, click E, boom, Q, click E, drag. Okay, and that's going to do it. So that's getting this little pyramid going. Alright. Easy enough. Now, so we've got that one going. Now we can work on this one. This one is also fairly straightforward. We're going to bring this in. Okay, let's stack these. Then we're going to bring them out. Then what we want to do is cut those in half. Okay. And just to keep everything going, I'm going to rotate those ones twice. Okay, so that's going to give us a full bunch of those. Then over here, we're going to take our circles. And bring them up over this way. And let's cut them up first. And again, we just want the we want those guys, so we're gonna rotate them. Then we're going to stack all of these. Now this should work. If we put those in the bottom and these in the top, let's see if that works. Yes. Okay. Yes, the shapes preview. Okay, so that is good. So that's going to be that. Now let's see how we're doing shape-wise. I think we could probably speed things up by building out some more, but that also seems like a lot of work for just these 320. Now look at this. We're almost done with that. Alright, so we've got our points. Now here's another one where it's gonna, yeah, let's just get that going. So this is just a 4-stack pyramid. Again, coming back here. So really what we want to do is if we pre-stack this pyramid before it even gets here, then we would be golden. So let's do that. No, that's not gonna work. Let's do these out here. Yeah, we can do them there. No, that's 7, 6. That's good. Those, and then we're going to bring them on in there. So now we're going to have, that should create for us this yeah, quadruple stack. Excellent. So that is going along, and that's a good one too. That one's going to give us 4 research points. Now that we have this, let's upgrade and get our rotator. So now we can make the shape that we wanted to make. Okay. The only problem though is we're running out of squares, so we're going to use these squares right here. Yeah, because of this, everything's backed up. So we could even steal some of these, and like we could have 2 of these extractors going to the upper and 2 to the lower. Let's do that. And that's going to be more than enough to fill what we need. It'll take a second, it'll catch up. Okay, but we're not going to worry about that. We're just going to do these. Oops. and bring them out here. Okay. Now what we want to do is cut these into 4 pieces, or into separates. So, and we're sideways here. Okay, so we're cutting that way. So that means, wait, we had a rotator. What am I talking about? That was the counterclockwise rotator. This, I'm sorry guys. So this rotator is a clockwise rotator. What we saved up for and bought was the counterclockwise rotator. All right. It's early where I am. Okay, that's going to be my excuse. All right, so I'm gonna do this. We're gonna get 4 of those going, and that's not gonna be enough space. So we're gonna delete those and do them up way up here. That should be more than enough space. Okay. Oh my god. It's just, I don't know. My brain, I tell ya. Alright. So we have a couple different things working here. Now, what we can do, let's just go back to this view. So what we want is an upper left with a bottom right, upper right with a bottom left. Okay? So let's try to do it this way. Now, one thing we could do is we could orient all of these so there's just 2 rows. And that's probably the best thing to do. So let's do that. And we also, by the way, I haven't even showed you that we've got this launcher. So we can jump up and over things. So we could do that. And then we could have, you know, the landing spot there. So, just something to keep in mind. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do top left and bottom right. So we've got top left. This would become a bottom right. And then this, so if we do that, it becomes a top left. So then this is a top left, bottom right. Okay, so should be able to do the same thing here and here. Alright, yes, that is good. So I'm going to have all the top lefts come out into here. Then all the bottom rights are going to come out over here. Now, what we could do too is we could put a little stacker in between each of these and just combine them. But, you know, that's not the way we do around here. Alright, so I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, that's our shape. Now, of course, these are going to back up because they're being cut and rotated and cut and rotated. So if we wanted to, we could get in here and we could duplicate things, make them even bigger. You can press V to hide the upper floors. So if that is getting in your way, you can hit V to do that. Just an extra little tip from the game. We could cut this into half, so we're only getting half of them. But really, what you want to do is you want to take these and, you know, copy all this and here. And that's what blueprints will allow us to do once we get there. So we've got 2 more. Okay, so now they want us to do a half circle stack along with a half square stack. And it looks like this guy here, quad, is just about to unlock. So let's let that happen, and then I think we can do some belt upgrades. Kaboom. Yes, rebob. Alright. We do have 6 points, so we could unlock a 180 rotator, which is helpful. We could do a label. We could do. We can't do the 3rd floor yet. My goodness, 50 points. The swapper. I don't. That's not super helpful. Although, as I say that, that would be super helpful for this shape. But it's really not normally super helpful. Trash is more helpful to me than a swapper. But we've got 6 points, so we're going to do boom, boom, and boom. We're going to upgrade all of those guys. Now you see our next upgrade level is 7, so we need 21 to do an equal upgrade for everything. As long as we upgrade everything at the same time, then all of these ratios where you have 4 to this to that, they're all going to stay the same. Now we've not been building to ratio. Again, this is a perfect example of that. This is a better example of a ratio build. You know, this has way too much, just way too many things going on. So I'm not super worried about it right this minute. It's just not. Although to get to 720, that's a lot. So I may change my tune. As I'm saying that, I may change my tune. All right. So here's what I'm gonna do. We're going to kibosh that. And we're going to get another level going. And down here, let's get some stacker action. Then that's just going to feed into this, and that's going to give us, that should give us what we want. Yep, right here you can see at the end. So good, that's doing what we want. And then over here we've got the same thing. We're basically taking this double stacked shape and doing with it what we were doing over here. So we can build that to ratio, I think, because I think it's just going to take, oops, it's just going to take like 2 of these. Right, because then we're going to stack those. Oops. We're going to stack those down here. Okay, and then we're going to cut those. But we want to cut them, let's see here. Alright, that's just going to give us a lot, which is good. Alright, so we're cutting at 22.5 per minute times 2. So that's 22.5 per minute, and what's our belt speed now? Instead of 60, it's 90. Okay. So 22.5 means we can do this by 4. And that's woodworking for the math win there. Okay. So this is good. But then we want to rotate all of these. So that slows things down too. But not it doesn't really, because yeah, so we're good. We're still at ratio there. All right. Now though, we're going to cut all of these in half. So we're going to do that in 2 different sections. We're going to do so we can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay, so that's going to mess us up. All right. Because you can see it's giving us different shapes. All right, so we've got that rotator, and then we want this rotator. So this is going to rotate them all into the exact same orientation. Okay, that's fine. So again, all right, this vortex indicates whether you deliver the correct shape. A red cross says it's not required anymore. A green check mark says it's correct, keep delivering. Gray check mark, you delivered enough. A lock is correct, but for a future goal, and a blueprint is a blueprint shape, which is challenge difficulty only. All right, so we're still feeding these in, but it's showing an X. That means we don't need any more of those. That's okay. We can still keep feeding them. We don't need to worry about it. And these are good, and that one's good. Okay. So now I'm going to do this. So these are all the same. Okay. So if we were to do top left and bottom right, that would be great. So we need this rotator. Nope, that's going to do the same. This works. Okay. We just need to be opposite of the other one. Then I'm going to go ahead and rocket these ones out. Okay, good. Now, in the meantime, we've got these, so we want to 1, 2, 3, 4. Those as well. And again, same as this. We're going to turn them all in the same orientation. It'll be the upside down watermelon slice, which I think is going to give us the same as this. Yes, it is. Excellent. We did do that shape goal, which was good, which is our last in the milestone. Perfect. Okay. Do we want these here? I don't think we do. Let's do these over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're just going to do 6 for now. Okay, now we can get rid of all this. Okay. So let's go check in on things. We can unlock this guy. So look, we've got 0 research points now. Boom. We've got that. We're working on this, which is another 6. So that's good. And I don't know what we'll do next. But then Milestone, we did unlock Milestone 2, which is blueprints. So we can now copy and paste parts of our factory. That's going to give us all sorts of new tasks to do. And our next milestone, Milestone 3, is going... Yes, Milestone shapes first. Exactly. So our next milestone is going to be space platforms. Space platforms are great. Oh, and then after that, we will complete, we will be rewarded with the operator certification. So then we can get into factories, and we'll be able to select if we want to do normal or a hard level factory. I think we might do, I think we'll do normal, to be honest. And then there's all sorts of other milestones here. I'm sure some are going to be rails. There's going to be all sorts of cool stuff there. Okay. Zooming out. So select an area with Shift. So if we wanted to do that, then we can press Control C, or you can click over here, and now it's copied. And so look at that. We can take this, we can also rotate it, and we can paste it down. Pretty cool. Oops. And delete it all. Cool, excellent. So this one is coming along. It's a little backed up. So it's backed up over here. So what we can do is this. We can cut that off. And then take this. And, wait, okay, we're gonna select all that, and then I'm gonna cut it, Control X. I'm gonna move it out here. Then connect those, and go up and connect those. No. I'm going to bring them in here. Okay. Now, we're going to take that same thing that we just had. I'm going to paste it in here. Okay. We want these guys going in there, right? Yes, those go in the bottom. And then these guys are going to go up and in here. So that's going to be making a whole other batch of these. Okay? So that's going to help speed that one up, and it doesn't really matter because, you know, it's down there. Okay. So looking around, these guys are all, see, that's an X there. So none of that's needed. This is an X. So none of this is needed. And this isn't doing anything. So none of that's needed. This is not being used. So I'm going to kibosh all that. Alright. Excellent. The only thing we have working right now is this guy, and this should have a green check, which hopefully will happen right now. Yes, okay. Okay. Great. So we are all cleaned up. I think that's going to be it for today. That's going to be it for this video, because we are going to come back and we will start in strong on Milestone 3. Get going on that. and get some more upgrades going. I think we can upgrade and unlock the trash. We could just save everything up and go for the 3rd floor, but I don't think so. I think we'll maybe do some. We'll do more upgrades. I think that 180 rotator, that's definitely a handy one. We'll even get the swapper, which I know I'm not a huge fan of. That's okay. Tasks. We are finishing up this task, and then we should have more tasks once we'll have 11 new tasks that'll pop up once we're done with our old tasks. So excellent. That's the way it goes. If you're enjoying this, please like and subscribe. I'm putting out videos at least 3 times a week. This one may have snuck out a little early. I think I may do a couple of videos, one a day here in the beginning, just to get through this operator certification before we dive into the real factory. So, great. Thank you all so much for joining. This is Gramps, and I am signing off.